That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate!
They were tenacious. I wonder what they wanted here, other than...
Chatter already, Tuskegee. I expect I am your first. I suppose I am as alien to you as you are to me. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake. Decadent, then. Lacking in economy. Like so much of this world and its undisciplined people. I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less. Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born. That shiver betrays your fear. Suppress it. It is useless. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me. Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
There are children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the Druid too? Unbelievable! Tell that to the dead at the gate.
Shut it, Horns! I'd be lying dead next to the goblins if you'd stalled any longer.
My duty is to this camp.
Oh, God forbid you risk your precious tail. But I shouldn't be surprised. Foulbloods ain't known for courage.
You see the tiefling's jaw clench. He's about to erupt. He acts before you can intervene. With a thunk, the armored man collapses, unconscious.
Enough. The goblins have found us. No doubt the beast will be back. We need to pack up and leave. Immediately!
Had the same vigor fighting for once.
Let's try to avoid any more punching. We need to find a healer.
Seems his skull isn't as thick as I thought.
First, I damn near die at the hands of goblins. Then, a foul blood takes his frustrations out on me. I'm done with this hellhole.
Those two must have history. Now that's settled. Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor. Well met. I should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The Druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve. Goblin got you. The Druid Halsin's a renowned healer, but he didn't make it back from Aradin's expedition. If it's not too serious, you could try his apprentice Nettie. She's with the other Druids in the Inner Grove. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters. I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though... I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else. We'd owe you a great debt. What little we have, we'll scrape together. It isn't coin we need, it's time.
Let's not forget why we're here. No point in wasting precious time on a lost cause.
You'll find the Druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost.
This is about your precious Baldur's Gate.
I care about our lives, our futures.
Take your
No,
time.
you just care about your stupid apprenticeship.
Take that back, right now.
That's the way.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with. Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You're gonna kill him too?
You! Move! Cannon would hate me for this, but he's not here. They took him from me. Don't you dare! Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
Your soft heart will be the death of us.
Can't say I understand that. Not sure I want to.
It's all right, Arca. Let's go.
Not for communal use, it seems. Best show some respect. Or some more cunning.
Take your time.
Don't waste a step.
This place seems remarkably tense for a sacred grove. Perhaps we shouldn't linger. But let's at least see if there's a healer to be found, first of all.
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it. We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little? We go our separate ways, of course. What else? The ties that bind would be well and truly severed. If you must know, Baldur's Gate. And before you ask, no. I'm not telling you what I'm doing there, or who I'm meeting, or anything else. You're not the kind of company I'd keep willingly, but all things considered, you'll do. And I haven't forgotten that you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. Perhaps I'll be able to return the favor at some point. Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. Personally, I think finding this Halcyon is our best bet. If we're truly desperate, we can try to convince that goblin gut in assisting us. I'm not too hopeful that a Gith Kresh will actually prove our salvation, but worth keeping in mind.
We're exposed.
Nearly ready.
Every Githyanki has held a sword by age 6, and claims their first kill by age 10. Yet these tieflings claim barely a single warrior among them. It's a wonder they've survived even this long. Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each Kresh contains a Zaithisk purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding. Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant, order turns to chaos, and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
And we'll have a dog, right?
They don't allow them in Baldur's Gate.
Cats, though?
A little orange cat. And a house with a little door so that it can come and go as it pleases.
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out.
Thanks.
I suppose we'll all need it.
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city?
We've had enough rough to last us a good long while.
Good luck to you then. And wish us some, too.
I'll talk to the guards at Baldur's Gate. I speak their language.
My love, you were a caravan escort for 3 days, and you quit in the middle of your shift.
You sound like your father.
Damn druids. Who uses wooden tools?
Wonder when the goblins will come.
Being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now. If your intention was to make things worse, you certainly succeeded.
Let me out, you bunch of softies! You're gonna be sorry! Every last one of you!
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel. Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days. I miss my forge.
We're exposed now.
Why, hello there, sweetness. You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can. Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me. Where's I put that old bucket? You've had your share. Leave some for the rest.
No helping it. We're exposed.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Aha! You take a sup of that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie. Oh, 'tis just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here. You just look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky. Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
She is not to know of our ailment. Only a Gith healer may make us pure.
What is it, Petal? What's wrong?
As you recount your adventure, Auntie Ethel nods along, her eyes wide.
You poor pet! My heart goes out to you, truly. I see no sign of a tentacle yet, but that could change in an instant. You need help. Serious help. I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but... yes, I may have something at home. I've collected some interesting bits and bobs over the years. You'll have to stop by my house, just at the edge of the forest. Let me mark it on your map. I'll be heading back soon, so I can meet you there. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale. Hey, bother. Be careful on the road. I'd hate if something happened to you. Take care, Petal.
I could use the target practice.
Doesn't taste half bad.
We're exposed now.
Goblins, druids. This grove is a death trap. Grab what you can and get out. That's my advice.
This is ridiculous.
I am not here for chit-chat. Make yourself useful.
By Mordai's eyes. Another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Lower.
You saw another Gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me. Up. You can keep your innards.
Wonder when the goblins will come.
I have no time
God,
for small
deliver me.
talk.
I could use the target practice.
Let me out, you bunch of softies!
No one's stopped me yet.
Ignorance breeds madness.
We'll have to wait. I can't talk right now.
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your burdens, and your dogs.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring. He's still staring right past you. You see nothing out of the ordinary. When you turn back, there's no trace of the child.
Whoa, hey! Can't say I've ever seen someone like you before. You some kind of elf or something? So not an elf. Okay. Anyway, to business. Hold out your hand. I want to show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. Call it. Heads or tails? Heads it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested? Okay, fair. Let's go again. Heads or tails? Call it. We have heads! There. Happy? Really? I mean, fine. Heads or tails? Tails! There. Happy? You got it. One sec. That's what I got. You bought some.
You suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn. You notice she's trembling. The tears streaming down her cheeks are indeed real.
I can't do this anymore, Mattis. I'm sorry.
That might be worth a look. I'd have to be a lot smaller to squeeze in there. I'd have to be a lot smaller to squeeze in there.
please, let us through.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out! We could have taken those guards.
I'm scared of you.
These things are...
Calm, Magrin. Give her a chance. You, get back! It's forbidden to outsiders. Korga's orders. Kick back! Force my hand, and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh. I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
You there! Hello!
Can it be a Git Yankee? Oh, what a delight. If I was less educated, I presume to ask what you're doing on the Sword Coast. Indeed. Some merciless kin of yours made sure of that some years ago. Though at present, my curiosity lies elsewhere than the vagaries of the children of Gith. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest. Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
My, a scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins? I've always preferred experience to the second-hand accounts of lesser men, but to each their own. Now, I've a few more questions, if you don't mind. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety? Witnesses failed to notice the obvious dragon. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Ah, but is superstition all? These goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to dawdle.
Oh, never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, And an invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket?
Until we meet again.
I smell rum.
Complexum tuum aptera ortum ad nostifera.
Keep their confidence, if you insist.
won't budge.
Speak.
Find Nettie in her room. Through the carved door, deeper in the grove.
She stole the idol of Sylvanus. She must pay the price. We will imprison the thief under guard of my serpent, and we cast out the rest. She may join them. Let the devil be an example. We will tolerate outlanders no longer.
Please! I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger. Girl, you mean parasite. She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it. Very well. Sif, Tila, to me! Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Ridiculous.
I can keep going a little longer now.
Save your thoughts for later.
did a number on you, didn't they? Does that hurt? I see you. Just give me a moment. A moment.
Vis medicat.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed? You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you. Why are you asking? A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole. I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. You need to be quick. This way. This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. Seems so. Gave Master Halsin a right start. It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. All right. Let's see what we can do. Of course. Now, tell me what's been happening. Any symptoms? Strange events? Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. A mind flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow. Could be. But there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. The thing is, I've sent birds to find him, but the place is rotten with goblins. None of us can even get close. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound? Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you what happened out there. But those adventurers were the only witnesses. And they're long gone. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
One step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Wyvern poison. Never tried it, and I hope to keep it that way.
If we begin to turn, we will die by the blade. Not like cowards suckling from a noxious cheat.
Better to have more options than fewer. If you start sprouting tentacles, I'll pour it down your throat myself.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented. Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader. Master Halsin. Perhaps goblin caught, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. Hold her to task, stop this damned ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad. Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home. Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
What if they tried to steal from us? The game!
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a gnoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her. Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
Bells, it's our job to get us out of here safely, not yours.
It's my job too. The Druids don't care about us.
No one does. We have to look after ourselves. That's what Mole says.
That girl. I don't care what Mole says. That was stupid and reckless.
Those dirt kissers would let us die for the sake of their bloody grove.
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs.